trust me, sometimes these answers are not even available on ChatGPT or Google, because these are the answers you cannot get in any books. I have my 3 P's which I always use, that try to find your business idea. You will feel to go to work your own self-driven, self-motivated, as long as you are able to find a balance of your passion and your business idea. And do not expect things to happen overnight. Things will happen.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of GIBS IRE Talks, powered by GIBS Business School, Bangalore. Today we have a special guest with us who is known to make our childhood memories into a real-time business. And we are really thankful to have Ms. Geetika Gupta being with us, who is the co-founder of MOP Foods. I'm sure they don't need an introduction, because I'm sure she's been featured on SharkTank fame and have pitched her idea on Shark Tanks. And I must say this, the sharks were really very happy with the products, and they were finger-licking products which they had, which is called as Mad Over Parathas and Pakoras. Thank you, Ms. Geetika, for joining us. It's really nice to have you with us here today, and we are really excited to know more about you. How did you start this venture and things? So before we proceed further, my first question for you would be, so can you share me some insights about your journey? How did you start this MOP Foods, and what made you to get into this business venture?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me and having me over. It is my pleasure to share this talk with you. So I'm very honored to be here sitting right next to you. Now, how it happened, MOPP is actually a very interesting story. So we lived in Dubai for almost 14 years, and we came back to India, which was in 2016. And I became a part of few F&B ventures, and I was trying to have my, passion, converting my passion, as I tell a lot of students, tell a lot of young entrepreneurs, that try to convert your passion, which is with a viable business model and unique idea, not that anything, but try to convert the passion with a viable business model into your career or a startup, and then you're sorted, because then you have the energy to go back to work without any push. Yeah, because you'll be self-motivated. So coming back to, so I was always interested in F&B, and I was trying to venture out different F&B, partnerships, and I was a part of the F&B industry. Now, when I was part of the F&B industry, I never thought of parathas and pakoras, but one fine day, my son is born and brought up in Dubai, and I told him, I'll make you have some authentic parathas and pakoras, because in Dubai we mainly have the frozen parathas. On a Fridays are holiday there. So you take out frozen and you have that methi paratha and aloo paratha. Ready to make, which is, so I said, I'll make you try the authentic ones. Now we are in India. And to my surprise, there was not even a single brand serving authentic parathas and pakoras in a hygienic way segment. So either they were roadside vendors for like 40 rupees or 60 rupees, or they were fancy fine dining places for 750 rupees. So but at that time, Zomato was picking up, Swiggy was picking up, online food delivery market was picking up. So I was like, this is a huge market opportunity, and this is the staple diet of every Indian. You eat a bread in various ways. You eat naans, roti, parathas in various ways. Pakoras is everybody, whether you go to north or south, west or eat, pakoras is everybody's favorite with chai or with different drinks. So why is this not captured in the delivery segment? Why can't I sit in my comfortable sofa with my comfortable AC and dine at my home in my comfort zone? Why is it not being tapped? I'm sure there are huge, unicorns sitting in the market, and there are so many brands available in the market in the F&B. Then why nobody has tapped the market still?
So you found the gap right there.
Absolutely. So your business idea has to be your passion plus the market
Market
opportunity. You can't have a business idea which is just your passion, but there's no. So you need to find a problem and then you give a solution.
To it.
So this problem was there. So I have this, inquisitiveness in me since childhood, that when there is a problem, I try to find out why. So I spent or invested time, money, energy, R&D on the pain points of this industry,
Okay.
of this segment. The pain points was that parathas and pakoras are not considered to be a delivery friendly product.
Absolutely.
They are supposed to be eaten fresh, warm and hot, and nobody likes to order them, and nobody is able to deliver them the way it should be delivered.
It should be delivered, yeah.
So I said, yaar, aisa kaise ho gaya? If there is a problem, there has to be a solution. That's what my dad taught me. So I started working on the solutions. Again, invested time, money, energy into it, and finally, I would say, applied lot of my knowledge, lot of education, applied physics,
Okay.
applied chemistry.
So the real-time education, you have put in all your schooling into the R&D and the product, I would say.
Absolutely, because I think if you apply your knowledge is the best part.
Best part.
And I applied mathematics. These three subjects I applied. So parathas are usually wrapped in kagaz ka theli or some foil paper and delivered. So, and then it used to leave the moisture. So the parathas it remains fresh. Because the parathas need not be very crispy, need not be soft.
Correct.
And the pakoras were not delivery friendly because it used to become oily and
little soggy kind
of stuff. So there's a difference between soggy and softness. Softness is still acceptable to some degree, but soggy is
not at all acceptable.
I would also not eat a kach wala, soggy pakoda. So we reinvented the recipes of pakodas to make them not oily, not soggy, and it remains crispy on delivery to your doorstep. They, even after 24 hours, so till 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, it will not become soft. If you have ordered and you're not able to finish it, even after 24 hours, they might become soft. And if you reheat them in an air fryer, not a microwave, without using oil. Please don't use oil. Oil will make my pakoras spoiled. Without using oil, if you air fry them for 3 to 5 minutes in an air fryer, they will be as fresh as from the oven.
That's amazing.
So my pakoras or pakoras from Mad Over Parathas and Pakoras do not get soggy, do not get oily, and they remain crispy to your doorstep. So this is a USP of the product, where we applied some physical properties of ingredients, some chemical properties of ingredients, what soaks oil, what releases oil, at what temperature this happens, what should be the cooking temperature, how you do it so that this problem is solved.
So the entire study is gone in detail right from the flame and oil and texture, everything right from...
Everything. And this was for pakoras, coming same to parathas. How much oil should be applied. So we don't supply parathas in that old-fashioned way. We use like a pizza box. So we made our first pizza box, or a paratha box I will call it now, with 2 holes. Then we made with 4 holes, then we made with 6 holes, then we made with 8 holes. That how much moisture should be lost, how much moisture should be kept, so that the parathas remain fresh. Because we don't want to give too crispy, because that will become hard. We don't want to give it too soft, because that will get soggy. So we want to just serve it as like fresh and the right texture, the balanced texture. So we used, then finally our paratha box, how many holes it will have, what angle the hole will it be, how much moisture should be retained so that it remains warm, how much moisture should be lost so that it does not make the paratha wet. So we used, so our paratha box is very unique. It's environment friendly. We give a, I'm talking about pre-COVID. We used to supply in 2019 when we launched. So it took almost 9 months to deliver this baby of R&D. And after 9 months, MOPP was born. And we launched it with a hygiene kit, which has an infographic
Okay.
That, and we supplied sanitizers in 2019.
Wow, that's amazing.
Imported at that time, and the infographic says on a sanitizer, use me before eating, then a tissue, use me while eating, a cutlery, use me to eat, and a wet tissue, use me after eating. So we became very popular in the corporate.
So that's more into something like you have a product and product itself is talking to you.
It's an experience.
It's an experience,
It's an
yes,
experience.
absolutely.
Then you open the paratha box, like a flight tray, what you get in flights. Your food is segregated using a segregator. On the left pocket is gravy. On the right pocket is curd. In between there is a pocket which has butter. Then on this side towards the paratha there is pickle. So you will never find up butter towards the paratha because the butter will melt with the heat. So everything was planned in a very scientific manner, and then the pickle and then the paratha. Then the paratha will be in a butter paper so you open the box, use your hygiene kit, eat your paratha, close your box, dispose it off safely, very environment friendly. You don't have to get up from your seat to eat your paratha or even wash your hands. So you don't dirty your hands. Everything is at
So you have made the entire journey as an experience. It's just not like eating parathas. When you spoke about the box, I was really amazed to know how much of thought process goes in.
Absolutely.
As a user, what happens is when I buy a paratha or when we buy any kind of product box, generally when we say Domino's or any kind of pizza, right? We get a box, we just open, we don't even realize how much thought process have gone into it. But when you speak about the moment you said about the holes, right? How much the temperature, the moisture has to get in, which angle it needs to be kept on. That's really amazing. I think in India, I think nobody as such is putting so much of efforts even on the packing and packaging of the product or the experience of the product.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure some people are not using it, but some successful people are using it because customer is always the king. And when you are launching a product, the whole idea is about what is your USP. If you see the online food delivery market is about 35,000 crores. It's not huge, it's humongous. And it is supposed to be 90,000 crores in the coming 3 to 5 years. So it is, it is not huge, it is humongous as I said, but at the same time we need the right people to find the right solutions in this market. So it's not a very saturated market as of now, it's a growing market. It's a developing market, and they will be, as it is easy to start a business in this, it is also very easy to fail also in it. So just a caution that do your homework right before you get into it, so that you have a proper USP with a business model, with a plan, so that you know what you're offering to the consumer and what different are you going to do for the consumer to like your product over others.
So as you said that do your homework, and I could literally sense that how much of homework, as you said, 9 months, the baby, it does not grow overnight, right? So it takes a lot of time, a lot of efforts. I'm sure when mothers know the motherhood, so it's when we grow our product, it is as equal as being a mother of that particular product to understand every small bit of it. And once the homework, even somewhere it fails, as we have a lot of complications when the baby gets delivered, if it is not taken care of, I'm sure there is a lot of complications might come out in the business as well. So that's really amazing. Now my next question is, as you are a star, I would say now, because you've already been hosted on SharkTank, and a lot of our viewers are also known you being with simplified pitch which you have put in the SharkTank. So how was your experience being there on SharkTank?
SharkTank was like a roller coaster ride. So usually what people see on TV is actually true. There are no cuts, there are no retakes. You go inside, the first 3 minutes is something what you prepare, like a pitch, like a elevator pitch of 3 minutes. Rest of the time you know nothing about. You know nothing about, and you don't know what the other person is going to ask you. You don't know the questions, and you have to be ready for everything and anything above the earth, below the sky, and anything can happen. So it is all genuine, but at the same time the conversion rate in Shark Tank is very low, because people say a lot of things inside the tank, and then after proper due diligence happens, which is called DD, which is they check whatever you have committed, they check your paperwork, they check your P&L, they check your balance sheet.
That's even before you pitch into the Shark Tank?
No, this after.
After the pitching Shark, okay.
So once you pitch in, everything goes one, and then you get committed, and then later on everything is checked. So even the commitment is done inside the tank, which is a show. But later it takes 6 months to 9 months for the companies. Obviously, they will not invest.
Complete due diligence will be taken care of.
Yeah. So we were lucky that out of those 15%, it took almost 6 to 9 months for our due diligence to happen. It was a 90-page report.
Oh my God.
And they had assigned the bankers who were doing our DD. And thanks to God that we got cleared in DD, and finally we got funded by Shark Amit Jain. And when I have to say that when I was in the tank, when the shoot was going on, so it was like a roller coaster ride, trust me. When we entered, when we had to give the pitch, when there were certain questions where you were thinking about the answer, when there were certain nice things, when they liked our product. So as you go in a roller coaster ride, you're very excited, but at the same time you're nervous.
Nervous, yeah.
There are highs and lows. Certain times you feel very happy, certain times you feel, oh my God, what is happening?
Absolutely.
So there was one of the sharks who said, no, this is not correct, this is why this, there are certain issues what he had. So there are highs, there are lows. There are, excitements, the heartbeat increases while there are so many cameras around you, and then the heartbeat becomes slow and fast, different turns and twists, because it's a continuous shoot. There are no retakes, and you don't know what are the questions. So it is exactly, I call it in my language, a roller coaster ride. And then once you land, when they say, okay, yes, deal done. So you land and you are happy and you say it was a good ride.
Good ride, absolutely. So when you say that it's a roller coaster ride, right? So is that any time you felt before pitching into Shark Tank? So what kind of preparations you had behind the scenes, right, in terms of preparing reports, or I'm sure they are very, very good at numbers. So, and even the entrepreneurs need to be very good at numbers or costing and a lot of things which they check on. So what is the time duration which you have worked specifically for that Shark Tank episode, I would say?
See, I think if you are an entrepreneur and you run your business, there's very less you need to prepare. Because the questions what they ask you is mainly about your business. And if you're doing your business yourself with 100% dedication, with your passion, with your patience, then you will know the answers automatically. Because then you need not really prepare.
Prepare for yourself, yes.
But yes, you want to revise your numbers. You don't want to speak something which does not make sense.
Absolutely.
You don't want to. Sometimes, in a casual way, okay, I have 100 staff. But you want to know,
very precise.
Oh, I have 102 staff.
2 staff.
Or 98. So, just that whatever, okay, my average EBITDA is this much. But you want to know exactly what is my EBITDA. Yeah, in terms of decimals also. So, the only preparation is do your homework right. Just
get your math correct at the end of the day, basically. Understand your numbers.
Rest, I think, is all about your business. And if you're an entrepreneur, you should know your business.
Ma'am, my next question to you is since GIBS has innovation research and entrepreneurship in align with business mastery program, where what we do is we basically help the student to understand the business, start right from the scratch and take it to the next level of, say, scalability, and again, what is the growth which is associated with that. So what idea, what suggestion would you like to give it to them to make a good pitch or make a good presentation for them? What are the checklists or what are the things which they need to consider on before getting in their idea to any of the platforms?
Okay, so I think it's a long answer because the checklist is long. Because see, most important is you should have a viable business idea. So that you have to checklist that there should be a problem in the market what they are able to solve, or there should be demand of that product in the market, or there should be market opportunity for that product. Then is make a detailed business plan. That is the next thing, because when you make a detailed business plan, you will be able to see that okay, today the demand is there, but will there be demand, or will the market, is the market growing or going down in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Will you be able to scale the business model or not? So that is the second thing that they need to check, because sometimes what happens is because of a fashion or a fad, a thing picks up and then it goes right down because the fashion or the fad ends. So don't do things just because of a fashion or a shorts fad. It's better to actually solve a real life problem. So when you make a detailed business plan with a forecast, with a market analysis of the next 5 years or 10 years, you are able to understand how you will adapt to the changing environment. So that is the second thing. The third is that mindset. You should have an entrepreneurial mindset. What happens is, if you are taking this step because you want to be your own boss or you want to be the owner, then please don't do it. Because when you start your journey in your startup or in your journey being an entrepreneur, you should be ready to do anything and everything above the earth, below the sky. No job is a small job. No job is a big job. You are the boss of everything. So when I started my cloud kitchen, I was a waiter, I was a cashier, I was a waitress, I was the cook also. It's not that I didn't have the team. But I had the team, but I had to do everything with the team. So be ready to come out of your comfort zone, be ready to learn, be ready to explore. So your one checklist is your mindset. So your mindset should be open. Heart should be open, brain should be open, as I said before also. Next important checklist is your knowledge. Your knowledge, because you will be managing a business. So you should have knowledge in every department, whether it's strategy, HR, legal, compliance, marketing, etc.
Everything an entrepreneur should know.
You should know. So your knowledge is your checklist. That do I have the knowledge? I have thought of this business model, I have thought of this business plan, but I don't have knowledge. So for example, in the food business, I don't know what licenses we need.
Correct.
What is a fire NOC? What is an FSSI? So then how will you, just because you have a good idea and you are a chef or you're a cook and you want to make it big, that does not make it a successful idea. So first, if you're a good cook or a chef and you want to launch your own business, but understand what is FSSI, what are the compliances, what are the licenses required, what are the do's, what are the don'ts. So when you have knowledge about every department, how to manage a team, how to handle HR, how to handle finances, so either you should know it yourself or your co-founder. As a co-founder, you and your co-founder should know all the departments by your own self, so that your team or your staff does not take you for a ride.
Right.
So you should have knowledge about, so have that as your checklist. So I think these are the main things that, business opportunity, your mindset and your knowledge powered with a good business plan and idea will definitely make you go places.
That's really nice. I mean, I must say that a lot of students of ours, a lot of viewers would have got that detail, that what is that which they need to check on. So they should have the right checklist before they start anything. Thank you so much, ma'am. But one last question for you, or rather it's not a question, I would say. I want you to address our audience and share your thoughts, your giveaway message to them, that what is that it takes to be an entrepreneur, or what is that which somebody who's willing to become an entrepreneur needs to think about. So your closing message, ma'am.
Okay, so hi guys. So first of all, you should really take advantage, I'm using the word advantage, of these opportunities or platforms like this, where entrepreneurs come, share their journey, tell you things from their perspective, show you the strengths and weaknesses of, or the challenges and threats of their industry, because these are the answers you cannot get in any books. Books are no longer the only medium to study. You need to go beyond books. And trust me, sometimes these answers are not even available on ChatGPT or Google. These are real life problems and with real life situations and real life solutions. So when any entrepreneur comes from any industry, try to attend these sessions, try to make use of these sessions, spend time with these people, get them on board as a mentor, as an advisor, or attend these lectures, attend these guest lectures, attend these sessions, because what you will learn in these sessions, no book can teach you that. So that is my first request. And second is, I have my 3 P's which I always use, that try to find your business idea which is more related to your passion. If you are able to make your passion as your career, then you're sorted for life, because then you don't need any external motivation to wake you up and make you go to work. You will feel to go to work your own self-driven, self-motivated, as long as you are able to find a balance of your passion and your business idea. Second is, please guys, if you can buy patience, go to the market, buy some patience and bring it. Lot of students have met, they think like, okay, I started the business today, tomorrow it should be profitable, third day I will be a millionaire. Guys, it doesn't happen like that. It has not happened for anybody. Even the unicorns or the big names, in the industrialists, so we are first generation entrepreneurs, but they are third generation or fourth generation entrepreneurs. And even when a small McDonald's started, you know how it started, or a KFC started, how it started. So nothing happens overnight. You need to have all the patience to wait for the things to happen at the right time. So please go by patience. Please try to get patience from somewhere, and do not expect things to happen overnight. Things will happen. You need to have the right mindset. You need to take the right decisions. You should never give up. Have a lot of perseverance. So this is my 3rd P, that don't give up. Don't just think that, okay, this is not working out, let's get, because sometimes some business ideas need time. Sometimes some business ideas need a change in style. Sometimes some business ideas need to be pivoted, or the strategy has to be changed. So every day, try to make a better day than yesterday. Make your tomorrow better day than today. And then eventually things will happen. You will go places, you will be successful, and all my best wishes are with you. But also, last but not the least, give yourself that one chance to become an entrepreneur. Don't let it go, yaar, maine try nahi kiya. Try it out. Give yourself, take that plunge and give yourself that one chance. Thank you.
Wow, ma'am. That's I think if our viewers just adapt one thing, that the chance which you need to give, as you said, I think nobody gonna be failed. I mean, no, it's as you mentioned earlier, it's never a fail. Either you earn or you learn. So it's never, there is no failure as such.
Don't wait for others. Give yourself that chance.
Amazing, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm sure today we have a wonderful guest who have turned a simple idea into such a wonderful business and started 4 different ventures with the simplest of the simplest idea. But yes, there's always a gap which you need to find, the value which you need to find for your products. And in that case, I'm sure, Geetika ma'am, you are an exceptional example for all of us. You are a being testament to all the students, all the viewers who wants to be an entrepreneur. I think you cannot have better than Ms. Geetika Gupta, the co-founder of MOP Foods. And I'm sure their wings are going to be extended throughout the country and internationally as well. We wish you good luck for that as well, ma'am. Looking forward.
Thank you so much. Amen. All gratitude. Yeah.
Taking your services or taking your food products buying in our location as well. Looking forward to see that. And I'm sure one last thing I would like to recommend all the students or our viewers to do follow GIBS Business School on all social media channels. And I'm sure anybody who's watching from northern part, specifically from Delhi and NCR, you must try MOP Foods. Probably parathas or pakoras or meals. I must say I am getting those mouth watering for those. I'm sure whenever I'm in Delhi, I would surely try your foods, ma'am. So do look into it and do follow GIBS as well as MOP Foods. Thank you so much, and looking forward to meet you again in the next IRE Talks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again.
Thank you so much.